Today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to take user input. User means your player of the game, of your program. It's your audience or the player that's using your program. So in this case, we're going to have this cat ask the user, your player, what their name is. Now that's going to be in the sensing blocks. So there is an ask command, and you can change inside the box, but in this case, we're not going to change anything because we're going to ask what the user's name is. What's your name? And then wait. When we click on that, a box is going to appear, and the cat, the sprite character, is going to have the speech box where you see the message displayed in the speech box. And this box is for asking the user to enter. They will be typing in their information, and as they click on this checkbox, the information will be stored again in the blue answer. So answer is keeping the information. So if we wanted to greet the user, we would say back, hello, and then we want to say hello, answer. So I will have to go to operators and find the join command. So I have more space. Actually, I will add one more join command here, and I will say hello. And then after the hello, I will have a space. Hello, answer. And again, a space. You look awesome today. And let's see how that works. So I'll answer, what's your name? Whatever I enter in. Joe. Hello, Joe. You look awesome today. That's how we make it customized greeting for our player. That makes it personal for them because we talk to them using their name. And this is how we get the answers input from the users. You can ask anything in there. You can change the text over here, and every answer, whether that's a numerical value or a text, is stored in the answer. So I can just go ahead and say, ask, what is 2 times 2? And then wait. And when they answer, I can say, if the answer is equal to 4, I can just go ahead and say, well done. Let's see. What's your name? Jane. Hello, Jane. You look awesome today. What's 2 times 2? If I say 4, well done. Now, having a fixed value in a program and running the same program, it's going to ask the same question, is no fun. So what I can do is I can put in join commands here. I can say ask this number times this number, and then I can wait. Now that number is going to be a random number from 1 to 10, and another random number maybe from 5 to 12. And if the answer is equal to well, since we have 2 numbers, we're going to define variables. So I'll make a variable and name that variable number 1. And I'll have another variable and I'll name that number 2. So you see my 2 numbers. And then I will set my number 1 to a random number between 1 to 10. I will set my number 2, that was number 1, to a random number from 5 to 12. Then I will ask, what is number 1 times number 2? And if my answer is equal to, actually, number 1 times number 2, I will have to put that in there. It's equal to that. I'll say, well done. And instead of having this in an if statement, I will put it in an if then else statement, and I will move this here. So if they have the correct answer, they will have the message well done. And if not, it will say, oops, please try again, or please pay attention and try harder next time. And we can put this in a repeat loop. So we can repeat this a certain number of times. Let's say we can repeat this 3 times. Let's see how that runs out. What's your name? My name is Miss Yelchi. Hello, Miss Yelchi. You look awesome today. Oops, it said 80, so that's not going to work. What we need to do is ask you need a join command. So here we go. We add a join command, and then we have another join command, and then we have another join command. So we're going to say, what is number 1 times number 2? We don't want it to calculate. Let's try again. What's your name? My name's Miss Yaji. Hello, Miss Yaji. You look awesome today. What's 10 times 10? Well, let's say I said 90. It's going to say, please pay attention and try harder next time. What's 6 times 12? 72. Well done. And it's going to ask one more time, 8 times 11, 88. And here we go again. Well done. And that's going to end the game because that's already 3 times. Now, if you see the numbers here, you don't want to show them to your player. So you go up here and you can unclick them so they will not see the variables. The variables it's easier if you click on them as you are coding the game, so you see what the values are, and if you make a mistake, you can go back and check, and when you're done, you can just unclick them, so it's only you that sees the values in them. Sometimes if you use a variable like score, you might want to have the score up there. For example, we could add a score variable in here, and we can say, let's make a variable and call that score. And every time they have a good answer, we're going to add 10 points to score. But score has to be 0 in the beginning. So we have to make sure that we set it to 0. Set score to 0 in the beginning. And if they answer correctly, we're just going to change score by 10. So we're not going to set it to 10. We're going to change it by 10. That means we're going to add to score 10 points. If not, we're not going to add any points. So that's 3 questions. What's your name? Let's say Jane. Hi, Jane. You look awesome today. What's 1 times 5 is 5. Well done. And then I'm just going to answer wrong, give wrong answers. Score is still 10 and 5. So because I answered only 1 correct question, it only added 10 and the score is 10. In the end, you can go ahead and say, of course, with the join commands, you scored Score points. Game over. And we should have this with a capital hello. It has, so that's much better now. Let's try. What's your name? Jane. Hello, Jane. You look awesome today. What's 6 times 10? 60. Well done. And that's 90. Well done. And that will be 22. And you scored 30 points, game over. That ends our small tutorial on creating and using variables, getting user input, and controlling the user input and branching out with different sections using the if then else commands.